Hey everyone, welcome to Saving the Cabin. I'm Candace, and I have been asked to make kind of an update video of what the cabin looks like right now. And people have been asking me, like I got a message today of where are all the videos. Well, some of you may not know, I do a lot of shorts, so they're small form videos, so you have to look for those. They will show up in your shorts or reels, depending on if it's Facebook or YouTube section. So definitely look for those. I try to post those at least every 2 to 3 days. But the reason there's been a lot of lapse in regular videos is we had our birthday weekend. My daughter and I both have our same birthday. So Saturday was the birthday itself. I turned 40. She turned 12, and we didn't really do anything for the weekend. And then Monday, the day after, I kind of felt kind of yucky, which is part of life with autoimmune issues. So I took the day off, and I took Friday off because I was preparing things for the birthday stuff. So there was a lag in time for 4 days where I really didn't do much to the cabin besides wander through and stare at it, because I do that a lot. But there's another project that was started before that, and I'm still working on it now. It's taken a few days because of dry time. I had to scrub down the wall, let it dry, then I had to put the preservative treatment that also gets rid of the powder post beetles and their worms. Then you'll see in a second, I'll show you the doors that I'm working on for underneath the stairs. The doors have to be painted. The tin that I'm working with had to get sanded down and a matte finish put on it, and that to dry. So there's a lot of hurry up to wait type things with this project. So it takes a few days. But I thought I would still show you a walkthrough since that has been requested, to see the state that the cabin's in right now and where we are with our projects. So let's start our little tour. All right, first off, I do want to show, I finally broke down and I bought myself a light that I could clip on, because I was trying to work in that. And of course this camera right now has a light, so it was really dark in there. But this is the kids' hidey hole. That is an oil staining that's there. That is not water, by the way. So I'll have fun cleaning that up, but inside won't really matter. All right, so I did go ahead and I have one door made. I need 2 more doors and the paneling that's going to go for the latches and the door hinges to go onto, which you'll see in another video. But this is the roof from the blacksmith's cabin. It has been sanded and primed. Well, not primed. It has been sanded and has had a clear coat put on that's matte. So it will stop it from rusting and hopefully keep it in the current state it is. The trim around it is wood that was found around the cabin that had been trimmed to the doors and things like that. And the back paneling for it I did buy from the store. But again, this is the video that will be coming out soon. I'm going to finish after I make and edit this video. It will be being finished hopefully today, if not tomorrow. So over here we have, it looks like a junk pile, but it really isn't. It is my stackable toolkit that Jeremy got me for my birthday. Stuff that had been on the front porch, and then some of our tools that we didn't want to get wet outside. The tin that I am cutting up. And if you guys are wondering why I'm doing the doors for underneath the stairs first, I needed this metal to go away, and it couldn't stay outside because I was making it deteriorate even farther. So yeah, that's why this project is first. It needs to go. And of course, there's my box from the laser, which will also be going. Right now, the 2 side rooms are still staying as a finale, I guess you could say. They will be the last things that we work on before getting into the cabin. The dining room is basically my woodpile room. Yep, a nug storage room. And I do have picked out right here the wood that's going to go on the trim for the other 2 doors that I'm making. At the moment, I do have in my head that the next project will be removing the paneling. And then we have the kitchen. Not much going on here. This was bowing just a little bit, so my laser cutter's over here now. But it works perfect. And I did want to show you out the side door, something I found. Okay, let's see. All right, as I zoom in, maybe you can see it. All right, I think that's the best it's going to show you. That is another skull. And if you're wondering if it's the cat skull I had before, this is a different size skull. And that other cat skull is still on our side table, like the picnic table that we have outside. So this is a new one, and it showed up after the heavy storms. Like 2 days later is when I had pulled the board off this door, and that's when I noticed there's a skull out there. And I just haven't gone to check it out yet. But let's continue our tour. If you're wondering, the fridge does work, but we have no clue about the water heater since there isn't water coming into the cabin at the moment. And if you've heard me say the growth chart that was here from previous people, I will be saving that. And I think grade, second grade. I think it's just the one kid, maybe, by the looks of it. And I found, and it'll be in another video, that one for the stairs. I did find her name where she wrote it over and over underneath in the little hidey hole. Her name was Molly. But let's go upstairs. All this through the corner is finally drying out. We have the tarp that is working well. Ooh, the temperature change up here today. It's supposed to be 90 degrees here, but high humidity, and I am feeling it already in the cabin. We do have a little bit of mold from where the tarp had let water in. I have a mosquito in my ear, which is lovely. My window is working great, by the way. But that's what we have so far. A little bit of daylight. And for those of you that have been asking about the bat, he must have flown out through one of the cracks up at the ceiling immediately. We never saw a lick of him again. So this is where we are. It's still just empty. We're gonna address the roof and then we'll start working in here with our lovely open concept bathroom. And a lot of these bees keep making it in, and I will show you guys. I have a new app that's kind of like the one for the plants, but it told me that this is, oh, I'll have to look it up. Hold on. It is a giant resin bee. That's what was getting into the side of the house. Remember when I attacked them? They are a venomous, toxic bee of all things. They make a toxin that they secrete. So it's not a bad thing to not have them around. And if they feel threatened, they can be highly aggressive. So I'm not complaining that they got stuck in here and died. Just saying. So again, if you guys didn't know, this will be cat box area here. Quick walkthrough. Closet hanging for everyone, and then bathroom. And this will be our bedroom. Eventually, I believe that there will be a door there going into the addition because we will add on to the side of the cabin over here what will be our bedrooms. This is just temporary. No, I do not plan to live the rest of my life with my kids sharing the same closet as me. Apparently, people are appalled that my kids are even sharing bedrooms. But I did want to show you guys the cool lock that's on the back of the bedroom door. Oh. So we can't get locked out. So I was wondering, that creepy spider that died instantly with the spray and fell, I wonder if the app will work on it. Let's see. All right, that's the one I just did, the second one. It says it's a dark raft spider. Whatever it is, there's nightmares people have about these things. I did want to show you guys something. I didn't think through things. I'm a bit disappointed. I put a conditioner on here that was supposed to keep bugs away, and instead it just darkened everything a lot. Granted, it probably does keep bugs away, but I'll show you what I used. It's for like chopping blocks, and I was not thinking about how much it would darken this. But over time, it'll lighten back up, because apparently every year you're supposed to recondition it anyways. So, yeah. I'm a little disappointed it made it so dark, but I still love my frame I made. I've also gotten a few questions, which I am flattered by. What's a nug? People hear me say nug bud, nug this. For those of you that did not come from one of our other channels, my husband has a channel called Exploring with Nug, as in Gold Nugget, where he looks for missing people. He river scuba dives. It started as a metal detecting channel, so that's how the nug part came into it. And I just love the fact that we are getting people that are joining our community that have never heard of Jeremy, that, you know, that's not their cup of tea, but this is, that we're able to you know, show different parts of our lives that maybe cats, or which my channel is also Cat Toy Lady, or Wrecked and Recovered, which is where they pull cars out of the rivers that they find, or there's going to be some bigger items too, non-car related soon. But I love the fact that there are so many channels that are part of our family of channels that can be for everyone. They're all family friendly, but you know, not everyone has the same interest. So we hit the different points that people may like. But hopefully this video kind of gave you a peek at where we're at right now, the chaos that is around. I like things neat and tidied and put away, but that's not going to happen for a little bit. But I know in my head how I envision everything, and eventually none of these things will be necessary to be staying on the floor and all chaos. But if things go as planned, we will have storage outside soon. Of course, some of the stuff needs to stay inside because I use it so much, but soon, hopefully we will have outside storage to be able to put things in. So there you go, there's our tour. And to answer a couple more questions that I've gotten a lot of, am I going to make, since I made Saving the Cabin, since I made one of these for Saving the Cabin, that's what I was trying to think of, I was asked if I was going to be making one for Jeremy. If you look at his Exploring with Nug channel, I did make one. He just was slow putting out the video. There's a little short about it. And I've been asked, well, why haven't I made one for Adam, or Wrecked and Recovered, or even my own Cat Toy Lady? Those are coming. Wrecked and Recovered does have a logo, but Adam doesn't have a true logo. He mainly uses his name. So I have been working with him on finding a new, like, updated logo for him that he likes. And so once he finds one that he really likes, then he'll join the club. But till then, there's only two. And then the family portrait. So more of the question and answer stuff. We are in a hold right now. My father-in-law is going to be coming down, so we are going to wait for some of the bigger projects to wait for him. That way I don't have to climb up on any scary ladders, which I appreciate. Did we cement around the 2 tubes of the driveway? That was another question. Yes, there is cement. That was done after the video had been made, so it was not incorporated in that. But yes, water is not running through underneath in inappropriate areas. Don't worry. And yes, our goal is still to be in by Christmas. No, there is not any air conditioning here. People have noticed some of the videos where I sweat a lot, and I guess in those videos maybe I hadn't mentioned that no, there's not air conditioning, there's not heat. There's a wood burning stove that we will not be using. With the fact that we have cats and one that's a bit special needs, just slightly, you know, Charlie. He doesn't make smart decisions. He's the type that you have to be very careful that he will try to jump on the stove while you're cooking and things like that. He will be a really bad candidate to be around a stove, like the wood burning type. So I believe we'll keep it, but off to the side and make it kind of a decorative piece. And of course, if you have any questions, just let me know in the comments below, and through one of our lives or another video like this, or in the comment itself, I will be sure to address it. So thanks again for joining me. I'll see you soon. Bye.